Steve Snow from Bargo, a member of the Bargo Volunteer Rural Fire Brigade. Been a member for 32 years. None now, I'm retired, thank goodness. Prior to that, I've got a degree in science degree in food technology. Prior to being a food safety manager, I developed food products for the companies I work for. So a little bit of what they call it, inventing, I guess, if you can call it that, inventing foods for people. You know, from school to uni, and from uni straight into the food business. I'm flat out actually. I don't know how I actually worked, to be honest. I guess it might seem strange for some people, even though I'm a member of the Rural Fire. I'm a greenie, fairly environmentalist. I like the bush. I love the bush. Do bush walking, into history and military history. Bloody hell, I have all sorts of. I've more interest than I know what to do with. I collect fossils. For me, it's trying to do what I think is the right thing for the future of Australia. And I have 18 acres of bush, and for me, I'm a custodian for it. So I look after it. I don't chop the trees down. I don't do I try and keep it all as it is. I try and recycle everything to the nth degree. To say my place is a hodgepodge of bits and pieces that nothing matches anything else. My house is in what would be called a very high bushfire risk area. Why I joined was I thought that if I'm going to expect people to come and protect my house, the least I could do at that stage was to put something back to those people who are going to hopefully save my house. It's good to be recognised, and if people stop accepting them, then a lot of people who deserve to be recognised won't get recognised. That doesn't mean I deserve to be recognised. A number of us were all awarded a unit citation for bravery. Then we had to go to an MVA on the freeway. We ended up in incredibly thick fog to the fact that you couldn't see that far in front of your face. At the end of the day, I guess what happened was we got rammed up the backside by a truck, which spun us around onto the freeway, and in the resulting incident, we were hit probably 3 times by trucks. In total, there were 10 semi-trailers involved in the incident, trying to make sure no one was trapped in the trucks or under the trucks, or trying to get people off the road because there were people wandering around and were injured. Kerry was seriously injured. He was fractured skull. And I guess in the resulting parts of that, of trying to get people out of vehicles and getting people to safety and all that, they thought it was worthwhile giving us a unit citation for bravery. To be honest, probably the biggest challenge is to make sure, for me, is to make sure it doesn't take over my life. Because if it can become an obsession, you know, because I've seen and heard of too many families, too many marriages being broken up by people making the firefighting brigade become their life, and that wasn't going to happen to me. Depends on the incident as far as impact goes. Obviously the truck accident we were in with Kerry had a big impact because I was the crew leader, so the crew was my responsibility. Some ways I let them down because we got into a situation where that happened, where it would have been nice if it hadn't happened, and people got injured from that. So that did have a big effect on me for a while. You know, did I do the right thing? Should I have done blah, blah, blah? You go all over that again. That did for a while, but again, a lot of support from Brigade members and that. I guess if you look at, if I look at MVAs and all that, you know, I'm looking at incidents where innocent people who are minding their own business, and you look at that and say you got no, basically what it shows me is sometimes you've got no control of what's going to happen to you. So that gives you a slightly different outlook on life. You know, no matter what you do, and I like to use the word, shit happens. So they probably need to understand what's involved in it. There are a lot of skills you do learn, and it is a worthwhile thing to do. I tell them, but you know, maybe sometimes it isn't what you think it is. 3 words: colleagues, and I'd be a lie if I didn't say a rush. And I guess probably the other word is probably community.